Hey guys, it's Mr. Gelming again. This video is going to be on histograms. Histogram is a type of graph that you may have heard of, but possibly not heard of. A histogram kind of looks like a bar graph. The major difference is that a histogram is great for a lot of data. If the whole class were to run a mile or run a lap around the track and we wanted to graph all of the times, a bar graph wouldn't be very good because we'd have 28 different bars. It's just too many bars to look at. So a histogram, I'm going to kind of go through a histogram with you, is good when you have a lot of data. It's good at graphing a lot of data. So I don't know the context here, but I'm going to, sorry. All right, so here's some data we have. I'll try to write a little smaller. 35, 18, 20. So 20, hopefully I can read that later. 27, 25. Let's go 27 again. 32, 23. And we'll do another kind of group underneath it. Again, we kind of need a lot of data, okay? A bar graph wouldn't look good for this because it's just too much data. It'd be way too many bars. That's a 26. Okay. So what we do with histograms is they're called intervals. Like we do groups. Okay, so if we were running a lap, we do a group, all the students that ran in between 60 and 65 seconds we'd put in a group. And then we go from everybody that ran from a 66 to 70. So when we do an interval, I don't know why my pen doesn't work sometimes, but here we go. When we do, it's not working right now. Sorry. Okay, when we do an interval, the interval that I'm going to use is 16 16. I'm trying to write the one and I won't write. I don't know why. So this, from 16 to 19. Okay, I got it working. From 16 to 19 is a group. And if you count the numbers, 16, 17, 18, 19, it's four numbers. From 20 to 23 is also four numbers. Your intervals always have to be the same size. So 20 to 23, my next number, I have to start at 24. So my next group is from 24 to 27. My next group after that is 28 to 31. And then from 32 to 35. I'm stopping at 35 because my biggest number is 35 up here. Okay, so after that, what I have to do is I have to go through my list and mark. So I'm going to go to 35, and that goes in here because 35 is in between 32 and 35, and I cross it off. 18 is in between 16 and 19, so I put a tally there. That is 20, I believe, and that goes here. Next one is 27. That goes in between 24 and 27. 25, that goes here in between 24 and 27. 27 also goes here between 24 and 27. 32 goes here between 32 and 35. And 23 goes here. For the next row, 29, cross that off. That goes here between 28 and 31. 30, that goes here. 33 goes down at the bottom. 19 goes between 16 and 19. 18 also goes in that group. 16 also goes in that group. I think that's a 26. Again, I'm having trouble reading my own writing, but that goes here. And then I'll cross that off. 28, that one goes here. So that is how many times? So between 16 and 19, I had 4 numbers in between 16 and 19. I had 2 numbers in between 20 and 23. I had 4 numbers in between 24 and 27. I had 3 numbers between 28 and 31. And 3 numbers between 32 and 35. Well, like I told you, it looks like a bar graph. The only difference is, and always on the x-axis at the bottom, are your intervals. So I'm going to write the intervals, 16 to 19, and that goes here. One other difference with histograms is that your bars are touching. I'll show you what that means in just a second. 20 to 23 goes there. 24 to 27 goes there. 28 to 31 goes there. Oh man, I'm almost out of space. And then 32 to 35 goes here. All your bars should be the same width, and I'm off a little bit on that. Since my biggest number is 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, I'm going to go up to 5. And then basically all I do for my 16 to 19 group, it goes up to 4. So I'm going to take this up, oops, that's not a straight line, to 4. And I'm going to kind of mark that off. Okay, that's my first bar. All my bars should be the same width. 20 to 23, that goes up to 2. I go up to 2, and I draw it. Here's what I mean by touching. There's no space in between this and this. They're touching. All the bars are always touching. 24 to 27 goes up to 4 again. So I go up to 4. 28 to 31 goes up to 3. So I go up to 3. I'm just kind of looking at the 3 over here. And I go up to that and down. And my last one also goes up to 3. So that goes there. Try to make it the same width. And that's my histogram. Histogram is great for large amount of numbers. And if someone wants to read the histogram, the bad thing about a histogram, if you don't have your data, like if I don't know all this, I don't know, I couldn't tell you if someone actually scored or had 16 or as a number, but I know 4 people had between 16 and 19. I don't know if all 4 were 16, if one was 17, one was 18, one was 19. That's the downside of a histogram. But otherwise, they're great for displaying information. All right, I hope this video makes sense. I'm sorry it was a little longer. Normally, histograms take 2 days, so let me know if you need any help or if this does not make sense.